Okay, I'm going to give you a little tour of the bench here. Actually, this radio is a Uniden 810E sideband base, which is actually next to my bed. And as you can see, I've got my fan there for my USB plug-in, plus a little RGB, because you know I love colored lights. If you hear the radio and scanner going, that's because they're going. Over here, you'll see I have the shelf that's got parts, pieces, knobs, connectors. I mean, I got all kinds of parts and pieces, rubber grommets. I got a new digital multimeter, some shop rags. Up here is where I keep my screwdriver bits, and all kinds of parts and pieces. I got a glue gun in that bottom box. And above the screwdriver there is a bag full of zip ties. This is my wall, as you can see. And over here, at this top here, I've got my D104, which I put a new bottom on and a new cord. I've got this 8-inch tablet, which is actually used for the clock feature, which you see, plus the scanner. In front of that's a box full of LED lights, which will be going on this desk, hopefully. Below that, a power bank for when the power goes out. Next to that is 2 USB lights that plug into that. That is my bench cam. That is a security cam, but I use it on the bench only. It just tapes the bench, so when I'm working on stuff, it'll show up nicely. And then these are all the parts and pieces in my little bins here. I mean, I got all kinds of parts, pieces, knobs, screws. I mean, you got to have parts to fix stuff, so I've got plenty of them, that's for sure. Over here in the corner, we've got some spray lubes and a can of air, I think, and some butane. I got my 12-volt cords. I got wrenches, screwdrivers, files, light flashlights, tape. Down there, I've got a box full of thinner wire used for doing inside radio repairs. Some 3M tape, helping hands, my old multimeter, which is my favorite. Oh, and right here, hanging down, I have a light that I can turn on when I don't want these big lights on, which is kind of nice. Small hammer, tools, more tools, cleaner, and then, of course, behind the microphone, I've got a 12-volt hub thing that I can plug stuff into, so if I don't have to keep unplugging stuff, which is nice. At the moment, I've got this. This is my voice-activated sound thing down there, which goes with your voice. Quad 5 Anytone, which is my go-to. And this is the brand new Hamgeet 6699 radio, which I'm really having a fun time playing with. These are the two main radios I use. That is a cleaning dustpan thing, and back in there is where my switch is for all my radios. Over here, you'll notice I have a magnifying light, so if I need to see a little extra. Up above, I've got some figurines. I've got some clamps, and that is my auto tuner. And then I got 2 power supplies. The little one on top is 30 amps, which runs the majority of the 12-volt strip in my radios. But I've got this smaller 10 amp one that has the leads in the front, hanging off this light here, that I can use to show around. The other thing is the radios. I've got 2 showpiece radios that are just there because I like the way they look. Free counter on top, my KBZoo lights, speakers with my actual security cam for the room, parts and pieces radios that are actually either going to get fixed or ready to go, another Lake radio, and I got 2 Craig radios. One will be going, the top one, the bottom one I'm going to keep, and then my 2547. And that's about it.